In this session, let's discover why we moved to the cloud architecture and what is the advantages and the disadvantages of this. Let's discover this together.
Moving to the cloud gives access to enterprise-class technology for everyone. It also allows smaller business to act faster than big, established competitor, pay-as-you-go, and a cloud business application. So why we are moving to the cloud architecture? Because it disaster recovery, you can have many data clusters all over the world like USA, UK, Japan, and there is a hurricane somewhere. So you can clone your data from the survived data store. Availability. When your cloud solution isn't available, it practically doesn't exist for your business. In effect, any data or apps that are accessed via your cloud cannot be utilized as long as the server remain available. Let's move now to the scalability. Let's imagine that we have a big server room. So when the number of apps, user, data and request growth, we can put a new CPU and disk, but there is no space to put them more. We have a chance because the cloud architecture is no longer a problem because we can use a resource located anywhere in the world. Simplicity. Let's continue the deployment topic. How do you deploy the app? Manually each time, or do you create your own continuous deployment system, or do you use out-of-the-box services like Google App Engine? All those tools that simplify the life cycle of the application. Automatic software update. For example, MLab and previously there is an update on MongoDB version with a downtime as small possible for free and you pay them. The downtime can be practically non-existent. Working from anywhere. For example, you can edit a Google Sheet from any device or you can push it to the GitHub repository from any computer. Increased collaboration. Google Sheet can be edited by many users even when providing various level of permission of them. With the cloud architecture, we have also a control version. We can use GitHub, GitLab, or other tools to have a control version. Also, with a cloud architecture, we have a good security. Even your laptop, tablet, or smartphone is stolen, you can have a backup on a Dropbox or Google Drive. There are a benefit from the cloud computing, but it's undeniable that there is disadvantages. The risk of the cloud computing, such as data confidentiality. There is always a risk that user data can be accessed by other people. So data and cloud protection must be good because if it won't be dangerous for the data confidentiality. Always we are dependent on internet connection. Without internet connection we cannot access to our data. Data compliance, which refer to the risk of level compliance derivation from the provider against regulation applied by the user. Vulnerability to attack. In the cloud computing, every compound is online, which expose potentially to the vulnerability of our infrastructure and data. A data mobility, that means that our data is in cloud, that we can download it on our device and that expose our data to the vulnerability of attack. Limited control and flexibility. Since the cloud infrastructure is entirely owned, managed and monitored by the service provider, it's transfer minimal control to the customer. So in this session we have seen how to move to the cloud architecture and the disadvantages of the cloud computing. Thank you for watching.